Carolyn Gurtz, C-A-R-O-L-Y-N-G-U-R-T-Z, and my fair is the Montgomery County Agricultural Fair in Gaithersburg, Maryland. The fair is over 60 years old, and last year they had over 200,000 visitors, some from Washington, D.C. and from Maryland and Virginia. I have been going to the fair for about 50 years, and then when my husband and I moved to Gaithersburg, Maryland near the fair about 40 years ago, I decided that I wanted to enter to see if I could win one of those beautiful blue ribbons. So the very first year I entered, I did win a blue ribbon. I won it for a cheesecake. And like a little kid, I jumped up and down, screamed and hollered because I won my first blue ribbon. Well, I hate to say it, but since then, and even nowadays, when I win a blue ribbon, I still jump up and down and scream and holler like a little kid. It's just so much fun. A few years ago, I decided, well actually it's been more than a few years, it's been over 20 years, I decided that I had so much fun at the fair that I wanted to volunteer to help in the baked goods. So my very first job, I had the pleasure of washing and drying over 200 cake lids that they used in the fair. Well, since then I've been promoted to a co-chairman in the cake section. A promotion means that you work twice as hard and work long hours, but it's a lot of fun, and all our chairmen and volunteers have become a family when we get together at the fair. There's a little bit of competition on who's going to win the most blue ribbons, but usually it's just a lot of fun and, no big rivals. In fact, I really don't have any rivals at the fair. I think I consider myself a rival. I want everything to come out perfect when I enter the fair. And sometimes there will be a couple of things that I've baked that I look at them and say, wow, just the perfect texture, just the perfect flavor, everything looks great. I say to myself, I'm going to win a blue ribbon on this one. This is a blue ribbon winner for sure. So I take them to the fair and I enter them in the fair, and when I go back to see what's won, I go running over to those blue ribbon winners, and sometimes I jump up and down and say, yes, yes, yes. And sometimes I don't. I consider my pecan pie as a real winner. It's one of my very favorites. My mom used to be known for her pecan pies, and when she gave me the recipe, I changed it around just a little bit, so I think it's just as good, if not maybe even a little bit better than hers. In fact, it's so good that our minister mentioned it a couple of times in his church services. So I guess you'd call my pie heavenly. I would do anything to be sure that this wins a blue ribbon at the fair every time I enter it. So I make it extra perfect, and I do all those little special touches that when everyone walks by, they look at my pecan pie and say, wow, that sure is a blue ribbon. So all you men and women who are blue ribbon winners out there, start your ovens. I'm ready to bake.